glasses. Follow the light.
I just wanna hold you. I just wanna look into your eyes.
I'll show you how steep this is. It's pretty cool. Folks, another weekend. You're going to see this thing develop as we progress because we're not sure where we're going, but we're going to take off in the van and we're going to head somewhere. I'm kind of thinking in the back of my mind, maybe the coast, but who knows? We may end up somewhere else, so stay tuned. Let's see where the heck we end up. Somewhere in Northern California. Okay, so we're going to head to Napa and then work our way over to the coast. It's not the usual way that most people would go. That's the reason we're doing it. Should be beautiful. Look for some beach today and get out and just feel the surf and relax and kind of wind down from being in Hawaii the week before. So let's go.
Song for my lovely husband Kid because he's driving right now, so I just want to sing it for him. Kid is the best. Kid is the best.
Folks, we've pulled over on the side of the road, Highway 92, to see this really cool area that's just full of plants. It's sales. Like this is an Orchid House, and we're gonna go in there in a minute. But it's got succulents, native plants, orchids, everything you could possibly think of along the way. So we're gonna check it out. I guess here's some furniture. So anyway, let's see what this has to offer. Teak Garden. Oh yeah. These are kind of cool. Oh, that is cool. I really like this idea. Venus flytraps.
This is for the.
It catches the fly.
Look what they said. I buy it last month for it.
Look at these.
Which is your Corona? The sleeping one. I used to love it when I was little.
That's all they recall you got. Little itty bitty freshwater shrimp. You'll see them better up at the just shrimp that are crawling on the roofs.
So Dorian is fantastic, and he explained this whole idea of the organic farming where the fish are producing the nutrients that get transferred through a very intricate system of pools where they use hydroponics basically to grow produce. They also raise trout and sell trout. So he's going to catch us a trout, and that's what we're going to eat tonight.
Honey, can you build me like this? Can you build me one?
Doing just like this?
Yeah, like, you know, they have fish and also I can up other products like that.
I'll get on that tonight and start building it
It's like
tonight.
It's like tonight. It's long.
Starfish using the EKGME method, which roughly translates to brain spike. I don't know if you've ever had aged beef. It's the equivalent of that kind of, like, it's like in the meat industry. You kill the cow humanely, quickly, so no hormones build up in the meat, and you drain the blood immediately so that the meat stays fresh longer. That's the only reason you can have aged beef, is because if you don't drain the blood, it'll spoil and whatever. Same thing with fish. You've probably never had aged fish, which also has a similar, you know, full body flavor like aged beef would. Because in order to have aged fish, you have to kill it with the EKGME method. Instantly through the brain, cutting the spinal cord, draining the blood. That should be
Oh, beautiful.
probably roughly a pound and a half, maybe.
Okay.
We have pulse. That's right through the brain, so you're good there. Right behind the gills, through the spinal cord. And then that also, that same cut there, on the trout at least, is what lets you drain the blood.
Boy, that makes them still.
Yep.
Right
Oh, yeah.
away.
Because like, usually you have your ice and you just throw them in the ice and let them suffocate.
Right.
That is.
So the blood vessel is in the close
Yeah,
to the
so
tail.
the blood vessel comes all along the side, and if you're really good and you know what you're doing, you can just use a spike for the whole thing, basically.
Wow.
But you have to know exactly where the spine is on the finish. You have to know exactly where you want it. So I use not that good.
Okay.
Hey there, guys and dolls. Dalbe Kahuna, Tommy J, coming to you from Ouroboros Farms. Your good friends have stopped in here and they checked out our skincare line. And what we have going is something new called Healing Hands. And you can check back on this channel and they'll give you some information about how this works. But this is technology like you've never ever seen. It's going to make you crazy beautiful, and you're going to be able to save the humans at the same time. Be able to check it out on Elven Alchemy, and love to tell you how we save the humans, and we can't wait to make you look simply gorgeous, darling.
Are we in Hawaii?
Do you wanna follow?
We pulled over on the side of the road just because we can to a place called Pigeon Point Lighthouse. I've driven by but never really stopped. Well, this lighthouse was built in 1872 because this point it still sticks out into the ocean, but there were a ton of wrecks that happened all the time. So in 1872 they built this lighthouse. Originally it was called Whale Point or Punta de Bolinas, and there was a ship called the Carrier Pigeon, and it wrecked off the point here, so they named this place Pigeon Point. I guess it's a hostel also, so you can stay here in one of these houses over here if you wanted to. Huh? I think you can go over there and check it out. This would be one of the places you could stay. Oh, it's very cool.
So we cannot go out there to the top anymore, right?
No, it looks pretty rickety. The light lenses were taken out. Can you imagine? They designed this in 1872, powered by one single light. Well, folks, we made it to our destination, Año Nuevo State Park. And Año Nuevo is known for its seals and its breeding beds for elephant seals. These gigantic, they weigh several tons, elephant seals. I'll show you a picture in a minute. But they've been breeding here for centuries or millennia, probably. And as a result, the great white sharks have known this forever and ever, and they have the great white shark breeding ground right off ashore. So this, to me, wouldn't be a great place to be surfing. So we're going to walk down Cool Beach, and we're going to go check it out right now.
Kid has rubber bird. See that rubber bird like that?
What do you think, honey?
It's cool.
Oh boy. Oh my God. That's straight down.
Should be over here.
Oh, we just found a road that takes off into the hills off of Highway 1 called Swanton Road. We're just looking to see if there's any possibility of finding some area that you can camp. It's called Lighthouse Canyon Road. And we're just taking it up the hill to see if there's any chance of a place that we could camp. Along Highway 1, it's super difficult to find something that you can camp at. But it's beautiful. It's a gorgeous road and there's no one out here, so let's go explore. Okay, well, we made it to some place on the side of the road that we're going to call it good for right now. So I'm going to set up and try and cook this trout that we got earlier today. You can see the ocean back over here. So it's a pretty good little camp. It's really hard to find a stealth place to camp. We may hang and just see how many cars go by, but for now, what I'm going to do is try and clean that fish, and then we're going to cook it and eat it and figure out what we want to do from there. So Wee Wee's cooking away once again. What do we have there?
This is bok choy.
Bok choy.
Smells really good.
We've got the fish in here all warmed up. It's cooked.
We don't have lunch today.
I know. I'm hungry. There we go. Some nice, beautiful trout. Oh, yeah. Let's get some of that trout.
Kind of smashing it.
And some bok choy. Honey, you did good.
Thank you. You clean up though. Oh, Keith, what the heck? I tried to talk. Do you see that? Oh, my goodness.
I just wanna hold you. I just wanna look into your eyes and tell you that I want you. You know you make me feel so alive.